color means something that pretends to be something that it's not. Colorable court, colorable money, colorable law, colorable people.
Trying to find these other 10 tribes to restore the empire. So that is missed when people talk about Christ and the Messiah. They don't understand that these disciples, these apostles, once Christ returned in Acts, they wanted to know when the kingdoms of Israel was going to be restored. So this is the key. Fear the black Messiah, restoration, redemption, being made whole. That exists in this kaf. When we understand the lily, the loop, the latter, even the DNA. When we look at the DNA and the pineal gland in the beginning, when the earth was without form and void and darkness was upon the face of the earth. So we got to understand when we look at the shin and the triangle, the shinar, shiny and the shiner, and what this is in representing. When we look here at the shin of this passing from death into new life. See, this crossing here, this orient across this 180 degrees of time frame until you reach the midpoint, midnight. So when the sun set here at 6, right? And 6 hours later it would rise right at midnight. So understand that this shin, this teeth, as the Pacific Ring of Fire and the Pacific Ocean, these two landmasses at 120, where we find Easter Island of this eastern border of this eastern Pacific. Now, when we look at the Lael and the traditions of Hawaii and these ancient people of California, of this coast, understand the calf bending, kafah, to bend, to submit. Now we understand the crooked that is in relation to Cassell, the fool. We understand the time of the Christmas and the desires. You understand merrymaking and appeasing, right? And this time of Saturnalia, merrymaking, how people use these times of fortune telling to make money, capitalize. So they had to use their woman in exchange to eat and do different exchanges for trade. So this is when you look at this pimping and understanding how when these individuals that were coming down, especially through the California, through the mountains, through the Sierras, down even to this region to this day, the red light district in the Sierra Nevada region is still one of the, you'll find bunny ranches and all kind of things to this day, exploiting the booty, exploiting the material womb, right? So when we're talking about Mother Earth, understand that Earth is a womb. And the defiling of that womb, the rampaging of earth, the ramaging of earth, the destroying of earth with tools and different infrastructure and industrial complexes that have gripped their teeth into the soil, tearing it and extracting its minerals for gain. And gotta taste you know ain't nobody gonna do all of the things that I do. Girl, you know I need you. Bust it open, let me taste that shit. Make it gushy, make it wet like this. On my lips, on my chin, on my cheeks, on my nose. I can't breathe, it's on me. I need to taste it, girl. Able to these children, these seeds of whores. When you look at Esau and his dealing with Horites and the use of the Horites and the taking of lands, understand how this kingdom, our nation, failed to be in this predicament to this day, to have our land and women stolen as spoil. Woman, material, monarchy, the storehouses of the Lord. So we understand monarchs and the woman's role in her protection and guarding. When you look at this coast, especially here in California, this coast, these whirlwinds, these seraphims, these angels, these fire, this protection, these things we're looking at as feminine energy, right? So when we look at these destructive principles, this is why you see Kali and all these things are demonic, are fertility gods dealing with